The exhibition features the recent works by Warsaw-based architecture research studio Centrala. What is very specific about their work is that they treat natural phenomena as a building component. They believe in chronobiological architecture, architecture that reflects the rhythm of seasons, the rhythm of the day, meteorological and planetary phenomena. That's why in this exhibition we are interested in weathering, a topic that comes back in different works. It is about how architecture can interact with weather and how weather can leave traces in the building tissue.
Here at Viper we are presenting two of our latest projects. One being the multi-material house and the second intervention at the Barcelona pavilion by Mies van der Rohe. Well, when it comes to the first one, the multi-material house, it's sort of like an experiential device, a house made of 7 rooms of different materials where you can spend a week in each, and each of them is composed of a, sort of like a monomaterial block, and each of them supposed to convey a sort of like a feeling of well-being in this different quality, which are mostly microclimatic, but are also connected with other beings inhabiting the walls. Regarding the multi-material house, we also brought to Viper sort of like a one-to-one devices present in this in vernacular architecture. One is the ogata, which is actually warming up the wall of the gallery from the outside. So it's a traditional technique of kind of like adding a layer to the elevation in winter. And inside we placed straw mats, which is also like a traditional device for sort of like adding an extra interior layer to architecture for it to isolate the interior better. When it comes to the intervention at the Barcelona pavilion, instead there we work with nature, with plants, with hydrobotany. We decided we proposed to the foundation to introduce this forgotten element present in the original design of the pavilion in the larger pool, meaning water plants that originally were cleansing water before electrical pumps and the chlorine. And in doing so, we kind of in both this project, we're trying to convey the message that architecture doesn't need to be considered like finished the moment it's built, but it has a life of its own, which is beyond our capacity of controlling it. So the house rottens, the animals inhabit it, as well as the pool of the pavilion is inhabited by water plants and slowly acquires this new layer to architecture, which is sort of like beyond our possibilities of defining its shape, its form. So the idea is like that, we can kind of let go of our control in architecture.
At the gallery we are showing as well the project about wetlands and drifting architecture, because lately we understood how important it is to think about the microclimates in the city. We even think that it's possible to design them. We're calling this kind of microclimates artisanal microclimates. And from the climatologists we know that we have 2 types of weather that we are showing here as mobiles. With those mobiles, we're showing how we can partnership with the weather, how we can understand the astronomic and climatic phenomena as a components of urban composition. And we're showing that by like placing water, greenery and building in a specific way in the city, we can design artisanal microclimates. We can control the thermal responses of the composition. We believe that architects has to consider those phenomena as a part of architecture.